Breaking news, Rashid Shaheed traded to the Seattle Seahawks. This is from Tom Pelissero, and I think Ian Rappaport was in on it as well. All right, it happened. We knew it was going to happen. It happened. All right, it makes sense for the Seahawks, obviously. Klint Kubiak loves to bomb the ball downfield. That's all he does. That's what his passing game is built on. That's what the Seattle Seahawks are doing. He knows Rashid Shaheed, and Rashid Shaheed can do one thing and one thing only: get on downfield, okay? Bad news if you're a Torrey Horton Jr. Stonks holder, and I guess Cooper Kupp is officially see you later, alligator. All right, Saints did what they had to do. Rashid Shaheed was not going to get the extension. He was not going to get another contract with the Saints. Made no sense for the Saints to do. Also, I don't know if this played anything into it. This is me just guessing, but the fact that he shared an agent with Chris Olave, kind of weird as far as leverage goes, because if whatever deal Shaheed would have gotten, that sets Olave's deal. Whatever deal Olave would have gotten, that sets Shaheed's deal. So you're kind of in a lose-lose situation just from the negotiating side of things. What this also does for the Saints is it pretty much tells you that they're going to extend Chris Olave. They're going to they had to make a decision. Either Chris Olave or Rashid Shaheed, decision one, or neither is decision two. And they made decision one, where they're going to extend Olave, keep him in the wide receiver room. They could add in the draft, whatever. But Rashid Shaheed, it makes sense. And I like Rashid Shaheed as much as the next guy. But for what this team is doing, for what this team is right now, you had to do it, okay? You can't let assets walk whenever you're the New Orleans Saints, and you only have 5 draft picks. Now, this came down like 5 minutes ago. So let's see if we can figure out what the compensation was. I would assume a third. It can't be less than a fourth. We know that because of the comp picks and how all that stuff works out. So I'm going to assume it's a third round pick. It might have been the fourth, where they just say, okay, let's just get what we need to get and move on. And this should come down at some point here. Hopefully it comes on while we're doing this video. But yeah, I mean, again, had to have it, understand it. Let's see if on ESPN.com if they've got any of the information. No, just straight up, they're trading them. Okay, cool. The Saints are, as a Saints fan, okay. As a Saints fan, how should you feel about this? The most important thing the Saints could have done is acquire draft capital. No doubt about it. It's the most important thing they had to do. Them leaving today, November 4th, Josh Shaheed's birthday, leaving today with nothing done would have been by far the worst case scenario for the New Orleans Saints. By far. Not possible. If they would have just sat on their hands and were on to Carolina, that would have been a real question mark moment for the front office. Now, you could argue, well, James, you can want to trade whoever the hell you want. No one's answering. And I get that. For sure. And I thought that was possible. I thought it was possible that nobody would want the assets that the Saints were dangling. But luckily, this is at least something. Now, there could be other moves. We'll see. Long day, right? But at least it's something. And Saints fans can at least take some kind of solace in the fact that the front office understands the predicament and the spot that the team is in. They didn't make a bad decision and re-sign Shaheed and whatever. They said, let's go ahead and get draft capital. They understand the way through this is young, impact players on rookie contracts. Got to get draft capital. I love it. So we'll see. Again, we're gonna see. Usually this kind of stuff. Sidebar. How about Sauce Gardner. Sauce Gardner gets traded to the Colts for 2 first-round picks. How crazy is that, ladies and gentlemen? It was not too long ago. That the Jets had the defensive rookie of the year in Sauce Gardner and the offensive rookie of the year in the same season with Garrett Wilson and one of the best rosters in the NFL. And now they're just full-on punting. They're full-on, we'll take the first overall pick. The Aaron Glenn effect. Sad. I mean, also wasn't too long ago, Sauce Gardner signed a big old contract with the New York Jets. Shows how much that matters. I'm trying to hold on here, but to see if Nicholas can update us with the comp. I'm sure if anyone will have it first, it's Nick. And then we saw Jakobi Meyers got traded for a 4th and a 6th. So could be similar, I guess. Could be similar. 4th and a 6th, whatever. It'll be somewhere in that world. This was kind of the market setter just because it came down. But interesting from Jacksonville. Jacksonville trades up, huge haul to go get Travis Hunter. They have Brian Thomas, and then they make a move for Jakobi Meyers. Now, I know Hunter's on the IL, but man, I mean, how much more help can Trevor Lawrence get? Jesus. I mean, this guy, but come on, Nicholas, give me the compensation. What are we getting back? What are we doing here? Somebody tell me. Rappaport, someone. Rashid Shaheed, where are we at? Still nothing, huh? But yeah, I mean, Shaheed should be. Shaheed should certainly fit into what they are doing very quickly. I mean, I'm not a fantasy football, savant, but picking up Rashid Shaheed today is probably not the dumbest thing you could do. The Seahawks, how insane is it that right now the Seahawks and the Colts are the teams right now that are like, we're going for it. That's what this is. That's exactly what this is. This is those two teams saying, all right, let's try and win. Let's try and win right now. Sidebar, I mean, on the other side, you got, the Jets and the Saints saying they got to do what they got to do, right? So, but the biggest trade of the day so far is definitely the Sauce Gardner. 2 first-round picks. That's a lot. That's a lot. I've had this conversation before with positional importance and how it kind of rotates. Wasn't too long ago, running backs were you kind of just have a bullpen approach to that. I think it's a similar with, we've said this for a long time, but cornerbacks are similar because of what they're asked to do nowadays. Cornerbacks used to be really important whenever they were playing man and your best cornerback just followed the best receiver around and that was it. But now cornerbacks are, okay, we'll kind of sit in this zone, kind of play off a little bit and just, they're not doing the same thing they used to do. So, and now maybe Indy asks, Indy, defensive coordinator. Anybody know? Pop quiz? Lou Almirono. Fired from Cincinnati, disgraced out of Cincinnati. Cincinnati's defense gets worse. Indy's defense all of a sudden really good. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the boogeyman complex is real. Your fans are always trying to find a boogeyman. And since he said, it's Lou Almirono, maybe it wasn't. Maybe it wasn't Sweet Lou, huh? All right, there you go. Good stuff. Nick Underhill, just I knew Nick would be first on it. Saints are receiving 4th and 5th round picks for Shaheed. Great deal. Better than Myers. Myers with a 4th and a 6th. So I like it. I'll take it. Boom. Got to do it. Had to do it. I would have just kept him at that price. What are you even talking about, Steven? This is a good one. Good deal. 4th and 5th round picks in 2026. So immediately, I mean, this is quick maths. We go from 5 to 7 draft picks. Are the Saints done? Who knows? Obviously you can make trades later on, but this makes me feel real good. Real good. Just knowing we got 2 additional picks. I mean, between the 9 picks we just had, the 7 picks we could potentially have, maybe even more, you're talking about, again, 16 new players. All right, 9 plus 7. That's 16. All right, don't get your abacus out. I like it. Love it. Good deal, good business. Had to happen. Love Shaheed. I wish him success. I'll have success in Seattle. I'm sure he'll be just fine. He's going to light it up over there. Exactly the environment he needs to be in to succeed. They're rolling. He's got the JSN to play off of. He's got Kubiak. I almost just choked on my tongue there. He's got Kubiak who wants to push the ball downfield, and Sam Darnold who is more than willing to push the ball downfield. So GG's no re. See you in the lobby. To Shaheed, good stuff. 4th and 5th, good stuff from Mickey. Ladies and gentlemen, today it's a good day to be a New Orleans Saints fan. All right, let me know in the comments below what you think. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.